Thank you so much because you just tuned in to Real Last right here on Real Radio 104.1. The voice you're hearing today is your host, Mr. James John, comedian extraordinaire, and the host of The Lowdown on Afro Channel 1623. Be sure to check that out. Want to thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday evening. I'm joined in virtual studio by some really good friends of mine. First up, we got the podfather of all podcasts here in Orlando. We got Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, in the building, and soon to be the big shot of Orlando if you guys go to Orlando Weekly and vote for him right now. What's going on, Patricio?
I'm just here, man. I'm going to miss everybody. And I'm going to miss everybody.
That's all going to make sense in just a second, guys. Also, that voice. Uncle Charles, that other voice you're hearing is my homeboy, the man that helped start all of this hilarity almost 7 years ago. I'm talking about Miguel Colon Jr. Miguel, what's up, brother?
What up, man? That was a little Bone Thugs we dropped there. I met Bone Thugs when we were on tour with Busey. It was 2019. That's right. We were doing the music festivals, and one of the saddest things I saw was all of Bone Thugs was backstage, but you could tell they weren't friends anymore. Oh, they were just with these different acquaintances. People. And I'm coming in there like, yo, man, come on, guys. When we miss Uncle Charles, we gonna do this, yo.
Are you telling me that those are the days of their lives? And
yeah.
The friends came to a crossroad, and they not about that paper no more.
No, man, they were just worried about the Mr. Bill Collector coming up. Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run.
Oh my God, we're gonna have nothing but fun today. You guys can already tell we have a very special guest with us.
Who's from Cleveland?
That's right.
Own references.
That's right. That's why we're doing it like that. I've met her before. She's come to Afro before. She's definitely a friend of the show. She was on Cassandra Lewis's show. Hope to have her on the Lowdown in the future. But Layla Perez is with us. Y'all give it up for Layla.
Layla, you got me on my knees. Layla, little white people music for y'all. Yeah. Eric Clapton. Hey, Eric Clapton, great songwriter. Maybe close the window.
How does he know all the lyrics to like every song ever?
Every single song ever invented.
And the baby, just put a dime in me and let me play.
For real, Miguel is a walking Shazam. Like, yes, he will finish every lyric on every song that you might know.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. I love when I go anywhere with him because we always have a good time. That's what it is. Now, Layla, thank you for being here with us. You're here to talk about an event that's coming up, and I think it's pretty cool, and it's right up everyone's alley. If you like food and you like having a good time, this is something you guys want to listen up about. Now, Layla, tell us what you're here to talk about today.
You're here to talk about the 216 Cleveland. Down.
I'm gonna bring that 216 energy.
There you go.
When I'm talking about the Orlando Brunch Fest.
Okay.
So we're organizing the Orlando Brunch Fest, which is going to be on June 24th in Orlando Festival Park, Milk District. And this event is going to run from 11 to 3. There will be an array of food trucks and food vendors that are going to be serving brunch. So this is a brunch themed event festival, and it's an open bar event. So
here we go.
Bottomless mimosas.
Here you go.
Brunch
mimosas
punch,
like I like my
Bloody
women.
Marys.
Bottomless and blonde.
Yeah.
Free beer sponsored by the Ivanhoe Park Brewery Company.
Nice.
The bar is being backed by Blue Chair Rum by Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
And then Barcelo Rum is manning the VIP section. We're going to have STK Steakhouse coming out doing brunch. We're going to have Parlor Kitchen. We're going to have My Bakery, Candyland Designs. A lot of you guys follow My Bakery. It's like most followers. My Bakery is going to be featuring cheesecake waffle cones.
Say that again.
Okay. Say it slowly. Yeah.
Let me say it. Hey, y'all out there. I know you're sitting there thinking about brunch and you're dripping some scissor up all over you. Well, guess what? Open your mouth wide and take a load of this cheesecake waffle cone. Open that mouth, baby. Let me see it in there. Spit that cheesecake in your hand.
Miguel, I'm happy it's Pride Month because you just turned me right there. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, hey man. Come on, Patricio. Live out loud. Just be quiet around me.
All jokes aside, Layla, that sounds amazing. You're actually making cheesecake waffles?
I am making cheesecake waffle cones. So imagine a waffle cone, and instead of ice cream in your waffle cone, you've got a waffle cone stuffed with cheesecake swirls, cheesecake pieces, strawberry crunch, fresh strawberries, some drizzle. We're thinking about doing a peach cobbler one.
Why you thinking, baby? Why don't you just
cream
do
one?
it? Be about
just do it. Because I'm trying to decide on 4 flavors. So I'm up on the fence right now between the peach cobbler and the banana pudding one.
Okay, I'm peach cobbler. Peach all day. Peach cobbler. Yeah, I grew up on that. I'm from the South.
Miguel?
Peach all day.
I say peach cobbler. I'm gonna tell you right now, I never needed both my feet.
So we throwing away the banana. Okay,
Doctor, chop them off. Yeah, don't throw away the banana cupcake. Save it for the next event.
Yeah,
the next event.
Now
so we will be doing this twice a year. So I think that the next one, I'm gonna go with the banana pudding one.
I love brunch though. Just the concept of we need to get drunk for breakfast and wake up later,
bro.
We could have been doing this on Monday.
We got to give this. We got to give credit to where it's credit due. There's a couple of things that white people have invented it stood the test of time. Yeah. 1, racism, and 2, brunch. Like, well
both
done.
of those going strong.
Well done.
Going strong, man. Yeah. Both of those just going strong, no end in sight.
Bro.
I want to go to a racist brunch at Cracker Barrel.
If I may,
not at my event.
Yeah,
I have a serious.
Walk in here, you're gonna get this souvenir cup. You're just gonna go straight to the bar, and you are just going to drink nonstop this whole event.
Oh my gosh!
And then at some point, we want you to go to the rodeo arena, jump on the mechanical bull, so that we can record all of it and post it on Instagram later.
Oh, this is gonna be great. We going viral. Somebody's going viral. You can bottomless mimosas and a mechanical bull. This is a recipe.
John, can we go live to the scene? Yeah, it's pandemonium. People are butt naked, covering themselves in cheesecake cones. Somebody's riding a mechanical bull. There's a lot of racial slurs being thrown around in a friendly way.
A friendly way.
I'm going to tell you, I never liked the Ugandan until I met you before, Sammy. And he's like, I like you too, Kyle, even though you have the peach skin of a dead chicken. That's right, brother. Came together to have brunch. Your dead chicken skin boy. Try this bull. Not unless you going on with me. You burnt toast looking mother. Brunch.
And those gonna be the hashtag for next
year. Yeah. Hashtag your pink chicken skin boy. Whoa. How many diamonds does this cheesecake cost?
Oh my God!
Kyle's gonna be like, I'd like to pay in DeSantis bucks. What are those? I'm thinking the future currency. I'm hoping.
No,
I got a picture of the Capitol just getting stormed in the back.
But I'm excited about this because brunch is a big thing. Brunch
nowadays, yes,
nowadays,
absolutely.
Like, brunch
Orlando is coming to the place where like all the restaurants want to jump in on the brunch game. And so we were like, oh, y'all about brunch right now? Everybody's about brunch right now? Okay, let's get the people together. Let's get the restaurants together.
Absolutely.
Let's get the drinks together. Let's do this, and let's do it for a good cause.
And I love the fact you guys are all coming together as different venue owners of different places and different kinds of service. And this is not the first of its kind. You said this has been going on in Atlanta for about 6 years, right?
Yes. Atlanta Brunch Fest has been going strong for about 6 years. Atlanta Brunch Fest sees about 5,000 to 6,000 people at every brunch fest. Wow. So when I went and did the last Atlanta Brunch Fest, I'm talking to the people and I'm talking to the vendors, and I'm like, you know what? We need this in Orlando.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bring it back to Orlando. I'm just going to organize it in Orlando. I'm going to make it happen in Orlando. And then everything that I do here, I'm just going to donate to the Wedding Wish charity. So
what's the Wedding Wish charity?
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. All right. So about 3 years ago, I founded this nonprofit called Wedding Wish. And it just started with me wanting to donate one wedding cake from my bakery to a couple in need. And
that's awesome.
Like, all these stories. And next thing you know, I was like, well, I can't just do the one. I got to help everybody. And I can't do it by myself. Mm-hmm. So I reached out and I found the DJ and I found the caterer and the florist and I found the chef, and everybody came together and we put this entire wedding together for these couples for free. They didn't have to pay for anything.
Do you make them sign a contract that if they break up, you like, hey, dog?
No.
Check it out. Check it out, man. With inflation, I need everything back. That's like, hey, when you have a friend that's been married twice and they're doing a third marriage, I'm like, I can't support this. You're a liar.
Right.
You know, you lied in front of me. You lied in front of Jesus. You lied in front of a DJ. How dare you?
We danced the electric slide, you selfish son of a bitch.
You bastard. I Cupid shuffled with your auntie. She got aroused. I know it. And I wasn't feeling it. But what could I do? I was 17 mimosas deep.
Yeah.
He's like I now pronounce you husband and wife. Miguel's like, for how long though?
Yeah. I'm like, we doing this again, Kyle? All right.
Hey, so
pretend land.
So Layla, how long have you had this nonprofit?
We founded the nonprofit about 3 years ago. So we started it in 2020 in the midst of COVID. And we've granted weddings for cancer survivors. We've granted weddings for MS diagnoses. We've granted weddings for a couple that lost a child. At the end of the day, it's, life-altering health circumstances. You get these medical bills, they pile up on you. You got these health crises and you can't think about nothing. You can't afford to do nothing, you know, for when it comes to, engaged couples. You can't afford these weddings. These weddings are getting out of control. I know I own a bakery. I just did an $1,800 cake for somebody this week.
That cake better help me lose weight.
well, here's the thing.
Butter over here.
I know, right? Here's the thing about weddings, man. Me and Miguel can tell you because we both officiate weddings. People have no idea how expensive a wedding can be. So for you guys to donate basically a wedding to go for folks, that's huge money that you guys are giving up.
And
man,
that's expensive. So hopefully the people will come out to the brunch fest and drink for a good cause.
Bro, we drink for bad causes.
Yeah. I drink because.
Yeah. Now, Layla, where can they get more information and where can they buy tickets and how much are they?
So the tickets are available on Eventbrite. There's a website, orlandobrunchfest.com. That'll link you to Eventbrite. We're also on Instagram so that you can see pictures from some of the restaurants that are participating. You can see what kind of items are going to be on the menu through Instagram.
This is my only
the tickets are on Eventbrite. And right now, the tickets are BOGO for students. So if you've got a student ID, buy one, get one free.
All right. I got kids that are students. They will be buying tickets for me.
I'm about to take a little kid's book bag. Give me that book bag.
I'm about to ask my receptionist. I mean, we are going.
Yeah. They said, you ain't a student. I said, girl, I study the game.
So again, you can get those tickets on Eventbrite. They're right now. If you're a student, you can buy one, get one. They're a BOGO, amazing. Again, remind them, Layla, the date and the location so they can definitely come out and support you.
June 24th. That's a Saturday. The event starts at 11, ends at 3, brunch hours.
Now, Layla, what if some big shot radio personalities wanted to swing by? I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know who. Could be a couple fat dudes and an effeminate Mexican. I don't know.
Same amount of hair. We all share the same amount of hair.
Yeah, want to show by and show a little support. Yeah, because I don't want to come over there just knocking things over. Like, sorry, this isn't the code.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna send you a free ticket if you promise to let us record you on the mechanical bull.
Girl, I'll be like Genuine on it. On it.
You got
it. My saddle.
Real quick before we
mimosas on that thing, bottomless.
It's funny. Real quick before we go, I want to support you as well. So give me your social media for your business as well.
I am at Candyland Designs. So if you want to check out the bakery and see what kind of cakes we do for the people, Candyland Designs.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Layla, for being here with us. I want everybody to go out and get their tickets for Brunch Fest right now. Support it. It's a great cause. They're giving away weddings to people who can't afford them, which is pretty much everybody in Florida. Because we don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back right here on Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Everybody, you are still listening to Real Laughs right here on Real Radio 104.1. I'm your host tonight, Mr. James Young, joined in the virtual studio with Patricio, a.k.a. Rocky, the Podfather. And also, we have Miguel Colon Jr. in the house. Want to remind everybody to please go follow us on social media. Go to Facebook and follow us, Instagram, follow us. And now you can go to YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, share all of our hilarity. We're trying to grow this thing. Only you guys can help us do it. So please keep listening and supporting us. Also, I want to shout out our sponsor, sponsor. I'm talking about Joe Neal. You guys know him and love him. You've seen him on Comic View. You've seen him on my show, Funny Not Famous, on Afro. Well, the comedy and karaoke on the Queen is coming Saturday, June 17th. You guys need to go to Eventbrite right now. Get your tickets. Only 150 tickets available. Once they're gone, they're gone. We can't do any more. They're already going fast. You guys need to pick these up right now. It's dinner and a show as you cruise around the Indian River on the Queen. Go to thecomedytakeover.com for more details, or you can call 407-780-0132. That's comedy and karaoke on the Queen. Saturday, June 17th, guys. Don't forget, support that right now. Now, guys, this is going to sound a little crazy coming from me, but something happened to me this past weekend, and I almost got my...
Show us on the doll where he touched you.
Okay, well, it was right here and here and here. No, I was at the movie theater, man, and me and my wife were seeing the movie Transformers, Rise of the Beast. And you know how you go to movies nowadays, you have to pick your seat, right?
Yeah.
That's how the movie theaters work.
I like that system.
So do I. Well, it's cool when everybody follows the system, meaning if you sit where you picked your seat to be, that's where you need to sit.
That's right.
So we like to sit at the end of the aisle. My wife doesn't like that. Yeah, you can get up and everything like that. Yeah, absolutely. So my wife always likes that. So we pick our seats. So I go in. We go in. We go to our seats, and we notice something. There's somebody sitting in my seat.
Nope.
And it's a little kid sitting next to his whole family. So they see us standing there, and I point to the seat, and the mom's looking at me kind of like bewildered, and I say, "These are our seats." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And she tells a little kid, whoever's name, let's just say Damon, "Hey, Damon, come over here. It's their seats." And Damon's a little kid, and he's twirling around. He's like 2. So he's not even sitting in the seat. He's like standing up, twirling around, having a good time, being a kid, right? It's like, "All right, honey." And he starts to go towards his mom, but he forgets his cell phone in the cup holder.
He's a 2-year-old kid with a cell phone?
Yeah, that's pacifier. You know, you give it to the kid so he can play games on it while you guys watch a movie. Pacifier.
Okay.
So I pick it up and give it to the mom. Everything's cool so far. Then I sit down in my seat. My wife sits down in her seat. Then I notice that the mom's looking at me stank, and now the dad got an attitude. And I'm like, I'm thinking maybe the dad's just upset because the kid wouldn't sit down. I'm like, has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. So I started watching the movie, and they're like, "Hey, you need to get up." I'm like, "Whoa, what do you mean?" So we can get out. And you know how in movie theaters, you just walk by people. You just scoot by. You say, "Excuse me." And I go to stand up like, okay, maybe they have some bags or something I don't see because they have kids with them.
You gotta
leg, yeah. So I get up. Then as I'm standing up so they can let them move, the dad's mean mugging me. And I'm like, maybe I'm imagining this dude looking at me wrong. And I turn back and he's looking at me hard. I'm like, bruh, I don't know if y'all know this. I am the most jolliest man, the most courteous person. I give a lot of respect. I am not a violent person until you take it there. Mm-hmm. The way I was raised back in the day, I'm a much better person now. I used to fight a lot. And I tried very hard in my life not to be that person. But this dude is trying to act tough. And you know how you look at someone, you're like, bro, he really doesn't want a problem with me because I will hurt this dude.
Yeah.
I almost got into a fight in the movie theater and knocked this dude out in front of his kids. Now, that ain't my normal demeanor. I don't want no static like this. But the guy won't let it go. He keeps mean mugging me. And I'm like, all right, James, all right, okay. And my wife says, baby, you can't go to jail today. That's what she says.
I'd be like, "Hey, homie, real quick, I'm gonna find out what happens to Unicron, and I'm gonna whoop your ass." Let me wait for the mid-credit scene.
Yeah,
and then by the end of it, you and him eating popcorn together. That's a good movie.
And here's what the problem was, because my wife really told me that, 'cause she knows how it used to be. She's like, you can't go to jail today, not on a Sunday. We can't bail you out. Like, it's a Sunday. But the problem is this: they were mad because I wanted to sit in my assigned seat that I picked. Yeah. They apparently went down and tried to move after all that happened with me and sit in their seats, and somebody was already in their seats is what the problem was.
So move that person.
So move that person. Yes, man. So man, it was crazy. I'm like, man, I even tried to be reasonable. I'm like, okay, why are you exactly mad? And she's like, you're being rude. By making you get out of my seat?
Yeah.
They said you were being rude?
Absolutely. Now, if you know me, I'm never rude to anybody I don't know. That's not how I am. You know what I mean? So I just found it strange that they were upset that someone took their seat, so they took my seat and was mad that I wanted my actual seat.
Millennials.
So, no. He's probably in his 40s.
Oh.
Wasn't a young couple at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. I almost got into a fight at the Beast Wars. I almost went beast on somebody's ass.
Hey,
so,
no, it's the wrong movie. I'm amped.
I was amped, as a matter of fact.
Wrong movie, man.
I was listening to Optimus Prime give hype motivational speeches the whole time. Like, we can fight them all. We will destroy the Decepticons. Like, yeah, we can destroy these.
James on me, that candy dust bastard.
James, at the end of this day, you will sit in your seat.
Bro, it's ready. But it's funny about my wife got me to stop because she's like, you can't go to jail today. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, it is Sunday. All right, let's go.
I had that happen on an airplane. I got to my seat, and there was a woman sitting there with her kid, and it was one of those where it was 2 seats on each side and then a middle row. So it's 2, and then 4 in the middle. So I get there. I bought the window seat because I want to chill. And this plane is packed, and I sit down, and I go to sit down as I'm getting closer. I'm already looking at my ticket like, man, where did I mess up?
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was where I was, Yeah. And I look at her and her kid, and they both in the seat belts, and I'm like, hey, excuse me, miss, that's my seat. And then she's like, well, our seats aren't next to each other, and he has to sit with me. And I was like, yeah.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, figure it out, And so I'm like, well, that's my seat. I'm like, tell the flight attendant and they'll see what they can do. Yeah. And then she's like, well, why don't you find another seat? And I was like, nah, I'm going to sit in the seat I paid for because I paid for this window seat.
You sure did pay for the window seat. I'm sit in the seat I
paid for. And so I'm standing, and I'm like, hey, I got to get a flight attendant guy. And then me, because she's like, no, she's not budging. I'm one of the last people on the plane. I always just wait to the end. Like, I'm like, why am I going to rush to get? So I'm basically just calling over the flight attendant now. I'm like, hey, miss, I'm sorry. I was like, that's my seat. I bought a window seat. I bought the extra leg room aisle because I wanted all of that. It's going to be a long flight. This is like a 4.5-hour flight.
Yeah, you're going to be there a while.
This is what I wanted. And so the woman's like, well, my son and me need to sit together. And I told the flight attendant, I was like, hey, you know what? If there's like an extra legroom seat by the window that's empty, I'll take that. But if there's not, no.
Yeah.
And then the woman tries to point out all these seats, and I'm like, no. But then here's the best part. The dad is like 1 row back, and there's like an empty seat by him. So that must have been the boy's seat, And the dad is like hand in his face, like, oh. And I looked around at everybody and I was like, that's the father. And I was like, hey man, you with them? He's like,
yeah.
And I was like, come on, man. And then so the flight attendant's like, hey ma'am, you got to move your seat. And I was like, the kid will be fine. Like he'll be good. Just let him be. And so the dad's like head down. And then finally the mom gets all huffy and puffy and starts like being rude to the flight attendant. And we're all just like, why didn't you just buy a window seat?
No seat. Yeah.
Like I did,
And I love that the dad didn't become indignant though. Like, because some people feel like, well, if my wife's upset, no, you don't.
No.
No, you don't.
No,
I like the fact he was just like,
oh man, this bitch again. Bro, why don't you sit next to me? I'll give you the aisle. We can just take it.
Bro, I'm really cool to hang out with.
You think cool, dog? I can't deal with this issue with her.
Bro, but that's the closest I've been in a long time with about to get in a fight. Like, I'm like, bro, it's one thing if you get in a fight and I don't know. It's a weird thing to get in a fight when you're like, man, this clearly is not my fault. These people are clearly being the jackasses. You know what I mean? Like, I did nothing to provoke this, but I got to be the bigger person. And I'm like, all right, let's just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to box back in the day. So
yeah, I remember.
I know how to fight.
Yeah.
And there have been certain situations where like a situation has escalated. and I know for a fact if I throw a punch, I'm going to hurt the person no matter what.
Exactly right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt this dude. Yeah.
And a few years ago, I was coming out of Taboo, well now the Beacham, and I'm with all my lady friends. It's it's the girls wanted to go out and they wanted the bodyguard to make sure no one messed with them. So the entire night I'm with them, making sure no one's touching or coming on or anything like that.
Trezio, don't ever do that. You tell them, be a feminist, fight your own fights.
Wow.
You want me to get punched by a dude because you got rude with him? He's like, hey, excuse me, miss, can we dance? No, we can't dance. I don't know you. Okay, now I gotta fight because a gentleman asked a polite question.
These girls took care of me because everyone bought me drinks the entire night because
so the bodyguard's wasted.
The bodyguard's wasted. Have a good time.
Patrizio, help me out. I can't. Yo, let's go get a burger. Hey, dog, you trying to get a burger?
At one point of the night, this dude starts dancing with one of my friends, and she's just like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. And he just wouldn't. He would just continue on. And I'm like, okay, bro, no. You good. She's good. And the dude just starts mugging me for a solid minute.
Oh my God.
And to the point where you know what? Let's just move the party elsewhere. I don't need to get kicked out of Beacham. We don't need to kick, any of this ish right now. Yeah. As we're walking down, and this was we were parked next to Ember, and we're walking, and I noticed behind me, you had that feeling when someone's walking behind you, right?
Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Especially if you feel animosity in the air.
Yeah. And I turn around,
your head on a swivel.
I turn around and I see these two dudes, and it's the one dude who was trying to holler at my friend. And we're just walking. He's like, yo, and shouting obscenities, shouting slurs. And we're just like, let's just keep going. We don't have to end the night like this. We get to the car. The girls are getting in. And dude is right there in the parking lot with us. It is like, hey, yo, bro, you don't know me like that. Why you got to disrespect me?
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, hey, listen, go home. And I've already noticed where the cops are at. Cops on this corner, cops on that corner. I know what's going on in my surroundings. So I'm like, dude, don't do nothing. Just go. Just get out of here. And the moment I said that, he threw a punch. Now it lands, and I just laughed. And I swear to you, that laugh right there to him was worse than a punch back, because right there it emasculated him in front of the girls. It emasculated him in front of his dudes. And I'm just like, bro, this was, you know what? Just go. It's not worth it.
Did he just walk well, he didn't even flinch. Look,
I've been hit by a car. I've been stabbed. I've been shot at. A jab to the face ain't going to do ish to me. So just keep on walking, bro.
I can imagine Patrizio just covered in glitter with a romper on. Just dressed like Yoshi from Mario Brothers. Yo, bro, don't start it with me. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's grind.
Yeah. Patrizio's like, I'm rolling right now. If we grapple to the ground, it's going to be the most fun ever. For me.
Boom.
All right.
This is called front naked choke.
Oh, you've been to Bonnaroo, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, guys, when we get back, I want to ask you a quick question. I believe I know the answer to this, but that situation that I was in at the movie theater with that dude and his wife reminded me of something I used to experience with a friend of mine in high school and his girlfriend. Guys, we'll be right back right here on Real Last on Real Radio 104.1. You are still listening to Real Last right here on Real Radio 104.1. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube. Please subscribe, like, and comment. We're going to keep this thing going for another 6 years with your guys' help and support. We thank you guys for that. Now, when we were talking last break, we were talking about the fact that I almost got into a fight, and I never get into a fight, man. I stopped all that foolishness back in the days when I was in high school. But it reminded me of something. That guy was willing to fight with me because of his wife's attitude, which brought me back to a memory from high school. I had a friend named Steve, really good friend of mine, man. He was a good dude, but he dated the wrong girl because he dated a girl who liked to write checks. And here's what I mean by writing checks. She would write checks that then Steve would have to cash. Ooh. She was always the mouth. When we would go out, someone was disrespecting her. Someone was looking at her wrong. And she would start ish with other dudes and then expect Steve to back her up. Have you guys ever dated a girl like that or seen a buddy with a girl like that when you guys were growing up?
Mandy Chance, EJ Chance's sister.
Wow.
Mandy Chance. I say Mandy Chance. I say, hey man, y'all ever get in a fight because of Mandy Chance? Every dude I grew up with that kicked it with EJ is like, oh, tons of fight. Mandy Chance would just fall down at a party drunk and be like, why did he push me? And you're like, God damn it, And then we were just in high school. We were like, guys, I'm so sorry. We got to brawl over this. I do apologize. I hope we can all sort this out like gentlemen someday down the road. But...
And furthermore, lovely home.
Beautiful home. I wish I could get to see more of it next time, but as you know, we're going to be fighting our way out of this now. So,
and my boy's girl never took responsibility. She's like, "What?
Mandy?
That guy was." Go ahead.
That's how Mandy would be. The next day she'd be drunk and be like, he pushed me. I was like, you were alone. You came walking out of the bathroom and pointed to some dude who just walked in the door.
Yeah.
And said, he pushed me. And this is what would happen. This is how it would escalate, guys. She'd be like, that guy was being rude to me. And then we'd be like, nah, he wasn't being rude. You chill out. And then some random dude with that guy be like, yo, tell that bitch to chill out. And I'm like, God.
Now you have to. Yeah.
God damn it, everyone here.
Let's do this.
It's like the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand starting World War I. God damn it. Now everyone has to mobilize because somebody didn't like a goddamn Archduke's nephew.
And the whole crew's like, oh.
Well, and then because half the crew is like, hey, I remember we came into a house party one time and we got briefed. We got briefed by everybody. It was a place called Crowfield Plantation. Very, very nice place at the time. Mm-hmm. And we got briefed. We were like, listen, these girls were like, we're going to bring you to this house party, but I don't want you guys starting any fights. And we were like, I don't know. Like,
I can't make any promises.
I'm going to tell you, man, as long as nobody in that place is starts it or, looks like they need it. And we walked in. And EJ and me walked through the door, and he goes, man, something about that dude with that red hat I don't like. And I was like, yo, let's go straighten him out. Like, and that's because nobody knew jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai back then. I mean, all anybody knew was wrestling, which could get you messed up. Yeah. Step to some dude who knew wrestling and get smashed. Even if you could box, which boxing was the key. If you could box in the neighborhood, then you were good. But even if you could box, if you underestimated a dude who could wrestle,
that's right.
That dude could put you on the ground real quick where you had nothing
nowhere to go.
Slammed on the ground. If you've never been slammed on the ground, guys, anybody listening, if you've never been lifted up and dropped straight on your back on the softest ground, it could be Zoysia. But if you get slammed on the ground and didn't see that coming, it could take 4 to 5 seconds to get your bearings, and that takes the wind right out of you to get your ass whooped.
Yep.
And the first MMA fighters back in the day when we were growing up were dudes who could box and could wrestle.
Yep. That's right.
To this day, I'll tell you this, man. Jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestlers. Those are the four guys. If they know what they're doing, you don't want it.
And I don't remember back in the day that, man, there was always the guy, the girl. Being a hothead was kind of the cool thing back in the day. Yeah. As you get older, you're like, bro, I
can't hang out with them.
No, I don't hang. Yeah, I cannot hang with this person anymore.
I slipped in the shower one time and almost put myself out. I can't be in a fight.
But I remember this one time I went to a Magic. It was a first date. I'd taken this girl to a Magic game, and it was kind of like a double date thing. And I don't know what it was, but she kept telling me, yo, that guy's looking at me funny. Yo, that dude's looking at me some type of way. You should go fight him. And not even like starting to initiate it. She was just telling me I should go fight him. I should go do something.
On a first date?
On a first date. And now, mind you, I mean, she was fine. And this was like younger Patricio. This was like stupid Patricio.
That's a recipe for disaster. She looks good and she's crazy.
Where I'm like, you know what? I mean, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay. And then it got to the point where like we're at the game. We're sitting down. We're watching.
You put that red hat on. And I'm not talking about Make America Great hat. I just mean any red hat back in the day. I was like, yo, look at that.
And for it. We're watching the game, and she stands up, and she's like, "If you kick my chair one more time, my boyfriend's gonna knock you the F out." And I'm just like,
what?
Like,
I said, "Hey, girl, this is a first date. We ain't even boyfriend yet. So whoever this guy is, he sounds like he's got anger issues."
Section 106 just got quiet, and we're like, "What's going on right now?" I'm like, "Well, all right, I think I'm gonna have to fight somebody right now."
Yeah.
Here
Patricio, no.
And I look at the dude, and I'm like, "Hey, let's just stop. Let's go get a beer. Let's just, let's just talk about it." And the dude was like, I wasn't even kicking her chair.
And she's like, "Now this mother effer lying."
It was
Ronaldo or whatever your name is, first date. Patrick, whoop his ass.
The dude's like, "I'm sitting in front. How am I kicking?
Baby, I ain't got no legs."
Like,
I'm an infantryman.
You ever square someone off and you look at each other and you're like, this would be a really good fight. Let's just step back a little bit. Like,
this gonna be a hard one. This gonna be
like, hey, I'm gonna go get a churro. Y'all sort this out. I just came here to see Bo Outlaw shoot.
Luckily, this dude was cool enough. He's like, "Hey," and like he took it. He's like, "Hey, my bad. I'm sorry." And like everything just calmed down. And the whole time, like I'm watching her out of my periphery, and she's just like kind of wanting to turn back and say something. I'm like, "Babe, don't. Just watch the game. Magic are up finally. Just enjoy the game."
We are joined in the studio right now with Mr. Ken Miller, the Godfather of Orlando Comedy. Ken, what we're talking about is girls who used to write checks for their man to have to cash, meaning those girls who were lippy, first to pop stuff off and then be like, "Okay, you go fight them."
Yeah, I ain't never had that issue.
Good for you, but
I wouldn't even mess with a woman like that. Like because when you go on a few dates with her, you feel like, okay, this one, talking too much. This one to get me in trouble. Nah, thank goodness I've never had that issue, man.
The worst one is when she got like a cousin who's wild. And then she's like, because she's just always like, "I'm gonna get my cousin Anthony out here, and he gonna murder all y'all." And you're like, "Baby, he's still doing time for the last ish he did for you."
Yeah, baby, Anthony's still in.
Yeah. He gonna have to escape now.
Yeah, man. But I just remember, man, going through high school. This dude Steve, I was telling him about. It was always that way, to the point where I had to stop hanging out with Steve because he'd always bring his girl with him, and he loved that girl and would never get rid of her. And she got us in so much. We almost got arrested one time for fighting at a party because of her, man. So I was just wondering if you guys went through that. This all started, Kim, because I almost got into a fight this weekend with a dude in a movie theater.
In the movies?
Yeah, in the movie theater, because you know how you have
in his mouth?
No, assigned seating. He's sitting in our seats, and I say, "Hey, these are our seats." And his wife got mad at me because I wanted to actually sit in the seat that I paid for. So then he got to be a tough guy because she's upset. He Will Smith me, but he ain't smacked me, because I would have knocked him. Yeah.
Keep your wife's seat off my ass.
That has happened. I was he didn't try to fight me, but we and Sean went to a movie, and like the seats are assigned.
They are assigned.
And the guy was in our seats. I said, "Hey, you're in our seats," and he was like, "Well, the other guy's in my seat." I said, "Well,
same thing that happened to me."
I said, "Well, you need to go get a manager because you're in our seats. I ain't moving because he in my seats." And I'm just like, "So
you gonna sit in my seat?"
Sean is like, "Why are we going to get the manager? He in our seat." I said, I'm just going to get in the movie. What was the movie when Clint Eastwood was the drug dealer? The Mule.
The Mule.
I was like, bro, it's the Mule. I'm not about to fight over the Mule, bro. So we went and got the manager. The manager switched seats with everybody, and I'm like, bro, like the Mule, bro.
You gonna fight me over the Mule, bro?
The Mule.
We're the first black people to ever get in a fight at a Clint Eastwood movie.
Right.
Not since the spaghetti western says this occurred.
The Unforgiven.
Yeah. This hasn't happened since A Fistful of Dollars. And it was because both dudes thought they came in there to go see a movie that was starring Kung Fu dudes. Hey, Fistful of Dollars, that's supposed to have a Poison Clan. What you mean it's an old white man? I don't like you.
Man.
Funny.
I'm too old to be fighting, as a matter of fact, man. But it takes a lot to get me upset. Like, what would it take for you guys to physically fight somebody nowadays?
Family.
That's about it. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be like it has to be something with my wife, because I'm therapy. I've been talking about therapy all weekend with my family. I just got home from North Carolina. I've been talking about therapy with my family all weekend, and my wife would tell you, I used to pop off. Like I'm gonna kill everybody in here. You know what I mean?
I seen it in person.
Yeah. I kill everybody.
Dude, I went home this weekend and it was the calmest I had ever been with because my family wild. And like we had an issue where, so my brother said, I'm gonna get chicken. I said, okay, I'll get pizza. We're sitting next to each other, graduation. We text each other. What do you think he ordered?
Pizza.
I walk in with pizza. Why you got pizza? You said normally that's a fight in my family. Yeah. I said, hey, bro, ain't that big of a deal. We just got 8 pizzas. Yeah. And even nothing we worry about. Matter of fact, my sister don't eat pizza. I said, I ride up here and give baby sis some chicken. Because Bojangles right there. I said, it ain't even that big a deal.
It's North Carolina. Bojangles is always right there.
Yeah, it's South Carolina.
7-Eleven. Normal me, I kill everybody in this. Doing the Indian head. Kill everybody in here, cuz. Everybody. Hey, nah, B. Don't even worry about it, man. I'm gonna get sis some chicken. And then I came back, hugged my brother. It was like, it's all good, man. We got pizza. Hey. I told them, ain't nobody pay for this. They gonna eat what we bring.
That's right, bro. Normally, talk about that.
You know what I hate?
Shoot the whole house.
I hate when people are beefing with you because you got a solution. You like,
yes.
Oh, he bought pizza and he brought check it out. I'll run out and get the chicken. Well, now you got to run out. Yeah. I didn't want you to run out. Yeah. Okay, but I don't mind it.
You try to fix
it. Yeah. I think getting chicken sounds like a good idea. So I'll go run and go pick. Yeah, but it wouldn't have happened if Kenny would have got. But we're here now.
Yeah.
It's okay. Settle down.
Are we really beefing about somebody wanting to get chicken? That sounds like a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys, we're about to be out of time. We got about a minute left, and I want to give you guys an opportunity to let everybody know where they can come see you this weekend. So, Miguel, where you gonna be, brother?
This weekend, I'm going to be chilling at home this weekend, but 2 big things. On the 24th of this month, I am going to be at the West End Theater doing a show for Ross Pageant in Sanford.
Nice.
And 26th and 27th, I'm out in Austin. Got myself an audition for Mothership Comedy for Joe Rogan's
Joe Rogan's Room.
Hey,
nice.
Yeah,
Man.
so
nice.
I'm going to do my audition for the Comedy Mothership that weekend and kill Tony. So I'm excited.
Hey, congratulations on that, man, and good luck. Ken, where you going to be this weekend, brother?
This Thursday, Orlando Improv with Dwayne Williams, headliner for the first time. Use code LSU. LSU for free tickets. It's Thursday night.
And we're all supposed to go support him for that. We'll all be there.
And then Saturday, I will be at Bloodhound Brew for the Father's Day comedy show. And I don't know if we gave this weekend is Genesis' funeral as well. Comedian Genesis from Orlando passed away. His funeral is this weekend. So go to my Facebook page. All that info is on there, man. Rest in peace, Genesis.
God bless Genesis. I'll actually be home this weekend. I'll go see Dwayne on Thursday. Patricio, tell them where they can find everything about you.
Go to withsideofchaos.com. Check me out this Friday hosting Adult Bingo at Graffiti Junction Thorn Park beginning at 9 p.m.
Appreciate you guys always for listening to us on Real Radio 104.1. Kill them. Tell them what to do, Ken.
Take your ass to bed like I should be right now.